look at that. I think that is probably the best wash I have ever, the best flat wash I've ever done in my entire life.
Was gonna tell you, looks perfect,
Isn't
so
it look perfect?
even.
It's so even.
Yes, beautiful.
Thank you. So yeah, try to do that. Do it with any color you want to. And the other thing is you'll see that some colors might be easier to do than others. When you're doing this, is also important to remember that when you have your paints here in your palette, especially for a color like French ultramarine, the color will settle. And you won't know it because it looks all like it's all the same, but it'll settle in one area and you'll have it might end up being darker than what you've already put on the page. So what you want to do is you want to constantly be mixing it up when you go back in. Mix it up, swirl around, and then paint. Okay. So now I'm going to do a graded wash, which just means it's going to go from light to dark or dark to light. Okay. So I'm going to start off with the same thing and I'm going to start off with dark and I'm going to get gradually lighter. And you think it's good to try both, starting with a lot of paint and then going to water or starting with it dark to light, or you could start from light to dark. So I'm going to do this as dark to light. And I think it's going to be important that I actually show you what's happening on my palette here. So I'm going to put something up on top of this that is going to give me a little bit of elevation. I'm going to add a little bit more paint to this. This is what I mean. You want to swirl the paint around in your well so that it's all mixed up really nicely. And I'm going to start this the same way, but I want this to go from dark to light. So as I continue painting here, I'm going to continually add a little bit more water because the water is going to make, when I add more water to this, it's going to make the paint lighter. Starting off the same way. A little bit of a, gonna add a little bit more there. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start adding some water. I'm taking some water and I'm putting the water into my palette. And I'm gonna mix that up so now the color is going to be lighter. And I'm gonna keep going. And I'm gonna add more water to my palette. And this color is getting lighter. And keep going down. The same way I did before. I don't want to go back up. And now I'm going to add more water. And actually what I'm going to do is just add, yeah, I'll just keep doing that. You can see how it's getting lighter already. And I'm going to keep adding water to this. And now it's getting so light. I think all I need to do, I don't even need to go back in here. I could just probably just add some water here and just use plain water with the color that's already in my brush and bring that all the way down and make sure that it isn't too wet at the bottom. And there we go. I think that's a nice graded wash too.